corporate make a decision that affects its employees without asking its employees. Because at the end of the day, it always be the employees dealing with the consequence, dealing with the changes, dealing with the patients, when corporate just really be sitting there. But I'm gonna mind my business. Anyway, on these counters, these customers be like leaning on top. Like they be throwing themselves on the counter. Like, sir, get off the fucking counter, bro. Like, move. Like, now I gotta disinfect all this because I don't even know where you been. So it's just annoying. Like, keep the freaking plexiglass. Like, why would y'all take that out? Why would y'all put our life at danger? Why would y'all put everyone at risk? Like, this is not the time to be doing that. Virus is not over, okay? From someone who works in the pharmacy and who dispenses medication to treat people who have this virus, the virus is not over, okay? And the virus is still killing thousands of people. So, thousands, millions of people. I'm sorry. Pandemic or not pandemic, that was something that should have been there since forever. And I don't agree with it being taken out. Like I said, I think this was like a shady move from corporate, because if you really think about it, the corporate managers and stuff aren't the ones inside the pharmacy, aren't the ones inside the store dealing one-on-one with the patients every single day. So if they were going to do something that affected their associates, that affected every store in specific, why would they not consult with us? It's such a simple thing. It's not like a whole rule is being put in place. It's simply something that was already there and they wanted to take it out. They should have asked us at least how we felt about it, because at the end of the day, that's our life. That's our health at risk, not theirs. Not theirs. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you guys have clicked on today's video. I'm just excited to talk to you guys. I'm excited to be filming like always. And we're on a road to 5K. So if y'all could please like, comment, and subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that recently changed at my workplace. Y'all probably already know where I work. If not, I literally have like a whole series about it here on my channel, so make sure you check it out. I had previously pre-filmed this video, but I had done it in the car and it was just bad quality, bad lighting, bad audio. So I was like, you know what, I'm just refilm it for y'all because y'all don't deserve that, okay? So I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a change that has recently occurred at my workplace, like I said, and I feel like it's good to raise awareness so that y'all really know what's going on. Sometimes I do get questions like, oh, Patricia, what are the safety procedures at that company? You know, are they taking the right precautions? Can I wear my mask? Can I do this and that? So I feel like this video, not only is it here to make a statement or make a point, but it's also to let you guys know truthfully, like, what's going on, and y'all can make, you know, your decision based on that. Because truthfully, some people don't feel comfortable right now working in the public environment with the whole pandemic, and that's respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for everyone, but at the same time, I know sometimes people do need to work, you know, gotta get their shmoney, so I respect that also. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. So this has been bothering me for a hot minute, and I thought it was just like the first day. I was like, you know what, maybe I'm not used to it, maybe I'm gonna get used to it. But no, baby, because it's been like 2 weeks and I am dreading every single time I don't see it. And basically the thing I'm talking about is this big plexiglass. All right, so if you're new here, I work in the pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy tech, okay? And all the cashiers, like every single department, we all had this, okay? We had plexiglass, okay, in front of all the registers. So for example, the customer service department, in front of the registers, there was just this big glass that basically just covered any bacteria or any saliva from coming out of someone's mouth over to you, right? Because there's like that divider right in the middle. Now I feel like this is something that, despite the pandemic, should always be there, because you don't know what type of bacteria people carry, and it's just a good safety measure, okay? Just like point blank period, it's a good safety measure. And especially with the pandemic, it was even a better safety measure, okay? Now, you can still wear your mask. Masks are not mandatory at the company anymore. I don't want to say the company's name just in case they think I am trying to trash it, which I'm not trying to trash it. I just don't agree with them taking out the plexiglass. So in their eyes, they're like, we're pro COVID shots, right? So they're like, everyone should be getting the COVID shot. We should be encouraging it, especially us, like in the pharmacy, we should be encouraging patients to get their COVID shot, and COVID is practically over. So that's why we can remove the plexiglass and we can, you know, take less safety precautions, right? Now, as someone who works in the pharmacy, someone who's seen the severity of these cases, I know some people are like, oh, the media is just dragging it. The media is just making, you know, COVID seem like it's bigger than what it is. I can agree with some aspects of that, and I can also disagree with some aspects of that, because I've seen it hit people where they cannot recover from it. At the same time, though, I've seen it hit people who have been able to recover from it. So it's very versatile. It's a very controversial topic, but at the end of the day, for example, plexiglass is something that should have been there regardless, because even without this pandemic, that you need safety. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people carry in their saliva. This should have been an overall thing that companies do, is have plexiglass to prevent anyone from just getting a simple cold, okay? Because there's no reason why anyone should be getting sick if they don't have to be getting sick, right? Now, because we are supposedly pro-vaccines, everyone should be getting a shot, right? We don't need to be taking the safety precautions anymore. Now, here's my logic, and this is the reason why I'm upset. Because at the end of the day, I feel like corporate really be making decisions, but it's so much easier for me to be like, for example, when I babysit and moms want to tell me, oh, all you have to do is give them a bath and put them to bed. It's not just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, all you got to do is vaccinate them with the vaccine and y'all are good to go. There should be no issue. It's never like that. You know what I'm saying? There's like a million things that come into play prior to you even getting it done. Okay, so even though, yes, I might tell someone, can I give you the COVID vaccine, or would you like the COVID? I can't even say can I. I have to be like, would you like the COVID vaccine or whatever? If they tell me no, where do I go from there? You know what I'm saying? There's only procedures usually, and everyone wants to make it seem like the easy part and make it seem like everything's so simple. But what happens to the other case scenarios? Which tends to be the case scenario majority of the time. The case scenarios usually never play out the way big managers or people say it does. They usually play out the bad version, okay? And that's what we need to be ready for. That's why they say prepare for the worst. So even though we are supposed to be pro-vaccines, I can encourage someone to the fullest extent. I think you should really get this vaccine, sir, because and you're high risk and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, I can only push their buttons a certain extent, because I also have to provide premier customer service. And if they tell me no, I can't keep persisting and insisting and telling them, no, you have to. You know what I'm saying? I cannot do that. And they can get mad. Working retail, especially retail and pharmacy, patients get mad like this. So you got to be very, very careful and mindful of what you tell them. So if they tell me, I just don't want the vaccine, I can try to convince them. And honestly, like if it was up to me, I would just respect that decision. But I know corporate wants us to be like, well, but you know, you're high risk, so I really think you should get it. But at the end of the day, I have to be respectful. And I can't push until, you know, for an hour and 2 hours, oh, this and that. But not to mention that the patient will probably get extremely upset that I'm not respecting his opinion or his thoughts or his desire to do what he wants with his body. And in conclusion, at the end of the day, no matter how much I encourage it, I cannot force anyone to do something they don't want to do. And I will not force someone to do something they don't want to do. Okay? So if the patient tells me no, Patricia, the answer is no and that's it, and don't ask me anymore, I cannot do anything about it. That person is going to continue their life with no vaccine. Not to mention that associates are not required or obligated to have vaccines. So people don't even know if I have my vaccines or who I work with have our vaccines. Okay? So now hypothetically though, what happens if, you know, I'll give an example. Let me just call out a random name, like Mr. Smith didn't want to do his vaccine. So he has no vaccine, right? And even though I might have all my vaccines, which is not always the case scenario, because we're all, you know, everyone right now, everyone is iffy about these vaccines. No one knows what's really in there. Everyone's just kind of taking a risk by, you know, doing what they think is right with their body. All right, so I might have 2 vaccines. I might have 3 vaccines. I might have all 4. It really just depends. But now what happens that even if I did have all my vaccines, you can still get the virus. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have your vaccine, it lowers the chances of the virus being super severe within your body, but it doesn't mean that you will be immune to it. You're not immune to the virus. You can still get the virus and be vaccinated. And I've seen this very, very commonly. You can get the virus and have been locked up in your house all day, and you can get the virus, you know, not having spoken to anyone. They did a study case where there was like 5 people in Antarctica or something like that, and they got the virus. Like, how did they get the virus if they weren't even in contact with people, or I don't know what? So you can still get the virus, or you can be going out all the time and not get the virus. The virus is something where you can't, you know, it's hard to predict who it's gonna hit. We are aware of higher risk patients, but still, you know. So like I said, if now Mr. Smith didn't take his vaccine and he comes to the pharmacy or to any register, okay, and there's no plexiglass there, and Mr. Smith, considering he probably didn't want to take the vaccine, maybe he's not wearing a mask either. I've seen so many patients not wear masks. Sometimes we wear our masks, the pharmacy and the pharmacy techs and stuff, but it's not required. Sometimes we don't. I'm not gonna lie, I don't always, but even if we did, it doesn't mean that we won't get it. What happens when he now decides to talk to us, okay, and we don't even know that he has the virus or anything? We're being put at risk. Our lives are being put at risk. And I know people's mindset is, well, you know, you guys are young, you guys are gonna recover and this and that. Yeah, but you don't know who I'm going home to. What if I live with my grandma? You don't know no one's personal life like that. You don't know who they're coming in contact with. And essentially, because we're young, we usually go out more and can contaminate more people. So it's very, very important that we aren't exposed like that. And a simple plexiglass with an extreme precaution that was good for everyone, and there was just no need to take it out. Like, pandemic or not pandemic, that was something that should have been there since forever, and I don't agree with it being taken out. Like I said, I think this was like a shady move from corporate, because if you really think about it, the corporate managers and stuff aren't the ones inside the pharmacy, aren't the ones inside the store dealing one-on-one with the patients every single day. So if they were going to do something that affected their associates, that affected every store in specific, why would they not consult with us? It's such a simple thing. It's not like a whole rule is being put in place. It's simply something that was already there and they wanted to take it out. They should have asked us at least how we felt about it, because at the end of the day, that's our life. That's our health at risk, not theirs. Not theirs, because their job is to, oh, you know what, Patricia's sick, gotta find someone else. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even their job. But what I'm trying to portray to you guys is like, there should have been some type of consultation, and there wasn't. And the plexiglass should have never even left. Like, it shouldn't even have been like consultation or not. Everyone thinks it's like not a good move. It's less safety measures. You're putting everyone at risk. And for a company who says, you know, I love this company, I really do. I tell people to work there all the time. I worked there for years. I think it's great. I don't think that because of this is any reason for you guys to not apply, let's say. But I do want to let you guys know, because sometimes people ask me about the precautions. I don't feel like we're taking the best precautions for this whole pandemic. I mean, the plexiglass being there or not, it doesn't mean necessarily that we are going to get the virus, but it does put us at higher risk. And thankfully, I mean, we have been without the plexiglass and everything's been fine as of right now, but you just never know. And, you know, I come here on my channel and try to be as real and transparent with you all. Like, obviously, inside the pharmacy, we do have access to patients' profiles. So if we do know that they have the virus, we try to obviously take the appropriate measures and, you know, stay away and try to dispense medication from a distance and things like that. Because at the end of the day, these people be having the virus and be still coming into, you know, to do their groceries. And it'd be annoying, but what can we do? You know, especially like if a manager doesn't do something, honestly, it just puts everyone in an uncomfortable position. And I just want to disclose that information here on my channel, because I don't agree with it. Obviously, I would never disclose anyone's personal information. I know that's against HIPAA regulation, HIPAA violation, and I just have no means nor need to do that. But I will disclose the fact that there's no plexiglass. I mean, I feel like it's just everyone's at high risk right now. And at the end of the day, without that plexiglass on these counters, these customers be like leaning on top. Like, they be throwing themselves on the counter. Like, sir, get off the fucking counter, bro. Like, move. Like, now I gotta disinfect all this because I don't even know where you been. So it's just annoying. Like, keep the freaking plexiglass. Like, why would y'all take that out? Why would y'all put our life at danger? Why would y'all put everyone at risk? Like, this is not the time to be doing that. Like, the virus is not over. Everyone thinks the virus is not over. The virus is not over, okay? From someone who works in the pharmacy and who dispenses medication to treat people who have this virus is not over, okay? And the virus is still killing thousands of people. So, thousands, millions of people, I'm sorry. So, we need to take our safety precautions, okay? And personally, me, I'm taking mine. I wear my mask. I, you know, keep washing my hands constantly. And I do what I need to do in order to stay as safe as possible. But when you make it so open and just so like right in your face to be contaminated, that's when I say, you know what? I need to speak up and say something, because that's not cool. No one's even in agree. Like, no one has agreed that this was a good idea. So I'm really trying to see where corporate thought it was. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. But you know what? if I'm missing something, if y'all have some type of idea on why maybe they did this, make sure y'all comment down below and let me know, okay? Other than that, I'm just gonna go ahead and end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye!